Brisbane is third biggest city in Australia, and we have a few wrap shops here. Actually, now we are on the way to one of them, but before we will go there, we need to grab a breakfast and coffee. This is why we are now in the petrol station. You can get actually good coffee just in petrol station. Okay. See you there.
Time to run it all. I wake up. Yeah.
Here we are, guys, at Gangsta Wraps. Let's go inside and meet the gang.
Time to run it all. I wake up.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this
Wet.
tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first I
Stretch.
tell 'em run it up. I wake up,
Flex.
thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this
Wet.
tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first I
Stretch.
tell 'em run it up.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, please meet Matty. He's a gangster. He's the gangster.
Not anymore.
Guys, please meet Matty, owner of the Gangsta Wraps. So Matty, would you like to introduce your shop?
So I opened this wrap store about 3 years ago. We started in 2017. We had a small store over in Maruka. When we first started, we could fit 3 cars in there. Within 6 months, word spread of the kind of work that we were doing, and our car park was just packed with cars. The neighbors hated me, so it was time to move on and get another shed. We moved into this one, so we got around 800 or 900 square meters internally and externally. Initially, when we started this shed, I had a concept to create a creative space for the guys that work in here, and also a one-stop shop for the automotive industry. So we wanted to do wheels, tires, paint protection, spray painting, basically everything. We're moving into audio at the moment. We just want to be the one-stop store in Brisbane where you can come, you can drop your car off, you can say, I want this color, I want these wheels. We're going to put in a dyno tuner down the back eventually, and get into mechanical as well. So we're not just about rapping. Initially, Gangsta Wraps obviously was a bit of wordplay. It came from the song, the Ice Cube song,
Okay.
Ain't Nothing to It, Gangsta Rap made me do it. So that's why our slogan's Ain't Nothing to It. But yeah, we've moved on from rapping now into the whole customization thing, started to get into vlogging, and yeah, we're excited to see where we end up, I guess.
Who inspired you to start the business?
Initially, I've owned multiple businesses over the last 15 years, but I was in construction and property developing when I actually got inspired to get into car wrapping. My whole life I've always modified cars. Since I was 15 years old, I was working on cars. But it seemed like a natural progression. I was kind of burnt out of building, and I'd had enough. There was nothing creative there for me. And there was a guy on the Gold Coast that was wrapping cars. In Australia, it was still a fairly new thing, and it just blew me away. So I started to look online, looked into a few bits and pieces, and then obviously I found Yanamai's YouTube channel.
Okay.
And then from then it was just an obsession. I was in bed watching Yanamai's YouTube like 8-9 hours a night. Got onto Justin Pate. So I think those guys they're probably influencers for the whole industry. I think if you ask a lot of rap guys who their inspiration is, I think those two guys were kind of the pioneers. So I guess that was it.
Similar to me, I watched a lot of the Animize videos.
Yeah, man.
Almost all of them.
I was just watching his team and the way they're kind of like a family. I wanted to bring the same thing to Australia, so that's kind of how we ended up the way we did, I guess. And then we've just thrown our own sort of flair and creativity in there.
Like Australian style, a bit more flavor.
Yeah.
What's so special about your workshop?
I think what makes our workshop unique to other stores is obviously our creative flair. I'm very artistic, very creative, and I wanted to create a workspace for my friends and staff that they can sort of flourish in and really grow and do their thing. I think when you're in a store that's got concrete walls and it's very boring and bland, there's no music going, it kind of affects the way your mind is working. So in here we try to pump a lot of really good music that we all like. There's a lot of art on the walls. There's lyrics of all of my favorite songs you'll see around. I also own a distribution company for LED lighting. So we've got custom LED lighting everywhere. I've got a gym over in the corner of the store over there. And yeah, I think just my staff and the way we are, we're pretty unique.
It's like almost like all what you need, you know, for because gym you just set up.
The idea is you just don't have to leave.
Just
So I
apartment
send them in pizzas at 7 p.m. We train at 8 p.m. We all sleep upstairs. No.
Also, bunk beds. Can you tell me your most impressive project you worked on?
Most impressive project. I think the chrome turquoise Audi A7 we did was probably my favorite.
Okay.
It's my car.
Okay. Because I have seen you done many chrome wraps. Even today, this morning, like pink chrome.
Yeah, the rose gold.
Rose gold, yeah. Rose
that's
gold,
that's
yeah,
my
yeah.
fiance's car. I just gave her that for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, stand up. Hit those high daylight. Yeah, so
I'm already excited.
so we have the rose gold Range Rover, the rose gold 7 Series S-Line Audi. I mean the turquoise, and they're probably two of my favorite cars. Apart from that, we did a satin black R8, which was actually, it was the first supercar we ever wrapped about 3 years ago through Audi. And we did it originally black and white, we called it the Stormtrooper. The guy came back 12 months later and we stripped it down and wrapped it satin black for him. And that's probably one of my favorite styles, the satin black with gloss black. It's really timeless, stealthy Batman style.
Yeah, it always looks good.
It's
Doesn't
bad,
matter. Yeah,
it's like badass,
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. Thank you for your answers. Would you like to show me around?
Yeah, let's have a quick look around. Cool. So usually there is a lot more lighting in here, but we are in the middle of a renovation at the moment. We're putting in a box light up here. So this light here is actually going to have RGB channels around the outside, a soft light through the middle with spotlights on the outside, and that'll all be phone app controlled. So you'll be able to put the white light on, colors on, make the colors strobe, make the floodlights on the outside strobe. We're about to dig a pit into the ground here and put a lift in so that we can do our wheel changing a little bit easier. So it's going to be a really cool picture. We've got the time warp all over there. We've usually got a big light tunnel over in here, but I'm just about to build a new one. We're putting in a bigger one, so that's going to be a cool feature that I'll have up in the next month. Over here we've got some Biggie Smalls. Up here we've got some of my favorite rappers. And this is our new little logo that I was playing around with the other day. We plan on monopolising the rap scene in Australia, so that's the idea behind it. It's pretty cool. We're going to turn them into some t-shirts. Over here we've got our gym, chill out area. If anyone wants to blow off some steam, they can come over and lift some weights, jump on the bike, go for a ride. We all train in the mornings, usually before work. Sometimes we hang out after work and we'll hit a quick session and do some hill sprints and stuff outside.
I noticed that you redone your floors a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it's extremely, the floors are very, very dirty.
I was following you on social media, I know what's going on here. I already kind of walk in and I know.
Yeah, so it's a optical illusion too. So when there's no cars in here, or you have one car in there when we're doing photo shoots or videos, when you're walking past, it actually looks like the floor's like falling into itself, and it's crazy. We've done the LED strips on the walls and the HEXIGUN ceiling. I built this whole booth here, and obviously these are the businesses I own in the background there. So I came up with the lighting concept originally just for us, and there was a really big demand for it. So now I've launched another company called Get Lit LED Lighting, and we ship our LEDs all over the world. So we're about to finish this light, and we're turning these LEDs in the walls into RGB as well. So we can actually strobe the wall lights up and down. We'll program them so they strobe up and down, change colors, and it's really cool for media, man. You can make some really, really cool videos in that booth.
Nice. Because I have seen that you organize some parties time to time.
Yeah.
It's like all this LED, all lightings. It's like
So we launched. We call it Gangsta Nights. We called it the block party, the first one. And I wasn't really sure what kind of turnout we're going to get, but it turned out to be a block party. Like
Nice.
there were cars 400 meters up and down the road. The whole street was just packed with supercars and young car enthusiasts. So it was pretty cool to see a turnout. We probably had about 500 or 600 people come through the store. We played our build video of the store up there, and it's pretty takes you got to step back, and when you see so many people here just to see your work and what you've been doing, it's pretty mind blowing.
It's cool that you're trying to build this community. It's all around the business and like invite people with organize parties, all this lighting, music, DJs. It's really cool.
Yeah, well, it's more like a lifestyle thing, I guess. Just I think inviting people into our world and how we live. This is all the guys in here that we're all. Dean's a DJ, Sanders a DJ. We're all into hip hop. We've got the videographers that work with us. Everybody's very creative and artistic, and we all like cars and we all like to party. So we just invite people down to sort of have a glimpse of our lives, and everybody likes it. So more and more people are coming.
Nice. Have you built all yourself?
Yeah. So initially when I came in here, it was August. What was that? 2018. This shed was just you can actually, if you go to the Gangsta Wraps Instagram page, there's actually a build video on there that I put up a couple of months ago. But when we came in, the video shows this place was just empty. There was nothing in here. This is it.
Cool, man.
So much space for activity. And another one over there. Let's put a big 8-meter beam in. And then we've got the bays.
Oh, yeah.
Put a mezzanine up here. Some of the printers and stuff upstairs.
Oh, two stores.
And then we'll paint this all white, clean, and we'll wrap all the back wall.
So, some decals on the...
Decals, service desk, parts. In here, it originally was they had earth moving equipment down here, so all the concrete was smashed up. There were holes everywhere. The walls were covered in dirt and mud. So we came in, painted everything, laid epoxy. I actually ended up living upstairs. So I was here 16 to 18 hours a day, and there was no point even leaving. So I got a hot water system from Bunnings, just a 240 volt plug-in. Got a shower head, and I'd go up there at about 2 or 3 a.m. I had a mattress on the ground, turn the aircon on. It was just my dog and I here. We'd sleep upstairs, eat some baked beans. I'd get back up at 4 or 5 a.m., come down here in the nighttime and have a shower, sort of wet myself, wash my armpits, and then back to work. I think at one point, I built this booth here out of recycled timber pallets.
Oh,
so cool. Yeah, I had 140 pallets. So initially there was like, this whole shed was full of timber pallets like this high, and we had to break them up. Originally I was doing it by myself, and I timed myself, and it took me 45 minutes to pull one pallet apart and sand it down. So I ended up getting some guys off Airtasker to come down and help me, obviously, and we pulled pallets apart for about 3 or 4 days. Put the steel in, put the walls on, and then it was a really big job, man. We renovated the office. We had Drapple and Soffels, 2 massive graffiti artists here in Australia, come out and burn that big piece out the front for us. Yeah, and then we just added a heap of artwork. So it was a lot of work. I think when I came out of here, I was about 10 kilos lighter. My beard was down here somewhere. I looked like a castaway. It was a sight to be seen, that's for sure.
You done good,
Yeah,
this is impressive, very impressive.
Well, that was when we launched the store. Sander, my head rapper here, he was introducing us to the crowd, and he was like, basically you're standing inside Matty's mind. it's literally like, this is what it's like up here.
Nice. Maybe you have some work for me today.
100%. There's always work to do around here, mate.
I need to pay my bills,
Yeah. I'm sure we can put you to work. We've got this club sport in, and we need to have this out by Monday. So I'd love an extra pair of hands to jump on that.
Okay, easy.
Cool.
No problem.
Let's get dirty.
Okay.
All right, so we're wrapping this one in satin pearl white. I'm sure if you know how
AVERY
to
Dennison?
pearl white.
Oh yeah. I've done 200 of them.
Yeah, it's a very popular colour. It's white on white as well, so extremely easy. Dean here, he's a trainee. He's only been with us for a couple of weeks, so he's learning how to wrap now. This is my little brother Jay. He's been wrapping on and off for a couple of years, but he's opening up a store up north at the moment, up in Townsville. And yeah, we've given him a bit of training, so I'm sure you've got some insightful wisdom for him.
Yeah, I hope so, I hope so. Okay guys, let's bring our tools and start working. New day, new blade. Now we're ready.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shady, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try speak up, can't say none. Try dig dirt, there ain't none. I make the money that save up. 10, 10, 80, my save ones. Take to the top on the base one. New car, race on. Fast lane, pace on. With the booyah, that's a flex. Not human, I ain't from a little package. I'ma teleport my advantage. I'ma wake up, do damage. Join number 7, he's bored though. Working all night, need more though.
We found a mark on the film and we need to redo it.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
That's put him to the test and see if he can wrap it as well as he tours.
What are your favorite materials from PPF range?
PPF range is Suntech. We've tried a few different products. Obviously, I think the Suntech is one of the best products on the market. You know, from an installing point of view, it's just a really good product. Comes with a 10-year warranty. They have their templates. The templates are usually bang on. We don't have much problems with them. We've tried a couple of other products, but I'd say the Suntech is my favorite by far.
Which products from color change range, like vinyl?
We use a few different products like most stores. I think in the chrome, HEXIS miles ahead of everyone. Just the vibrancy, the color, that turquoise, just like, it looks like it's out of this world, man. You put that, I don't think you could put that on any car and it would look bad. It's amazing. As far as color changing goes, we use a lot of HEXIS as well. I like the fact that the HEXIS is thicker. It's around 180 microns. So obviously that makes it a little bit harder to work with. But I find the matte finishes especially, they're really, really consistent. We don't get many glue lines. We don't get any beading or anything underneath, you know. But obviously we use a lot of AVERY DENNISON as well. The AVERY I like just for its workability. Obviously there's a few things with it, like it's just learning how to use that material properly, I think. You know, when you tension too much, you know, sometimes end up with glue lines and stuff. So I think once you figure out how to use AVERY correctly, it's an extremely good product as well. But they're probably the main two products we use in here.
Can you tell me your top 3 wrap shops from entire world?
I think RDB in LA,
Okay, yeah, I know that.
Yanamais, and that's premium auto styling. I like their vlogs.
Yeah,
they're cool. I speak to them every now and then on Instagram. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, they're cool. I watch their videos too.
Yeah. Can you tell me your top 3 wrap shops from entire world?
Yeah, yeah, they're cool. I watch their videos. Yeah, 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 they're cool. I watch their videos too.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you tell me your Top 3 tools in the workshop. Any tool, any top 3 tools. Squeegee. Okay, one is squeegee.
I like the IR lamps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been using a lot of IR. Probably the IR, some of the yellow tools, and steam. We've been using a lot of steam lately, man.
Nice.
Steam's really good.
Yeah, I have seen you doing Chrome installation with the Steam.
Yeah.
I never tried. I heard about that, but I never tried.
It's amazing.
It's amazing, yeah.
Our chrome finishes are like bang on. They never lose clarity. There's never milk spots on them. They look perfect. I see a lot of other chrome wraps getting around, and obviously I look at them very closely. You can see, like, you know, parts where it's lost a little bit of clarity from overstretching or using heat or heat guns. So we don't use heat at all near our chrome. We tried to use IR. We've used every now and then we use a bit of IR, but steam.
Okay.
It's the next big thing as far as chrome installs go, I think.
This is definitely what I should try.
Yeah, trust me, you should try it. It's awesome.
Okay, now is the time for mini quiz.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. Knife or knife stick?
Knife and steak.
Heat gun or torch?
Heat gun.
Gloss or matte finish?
Gloss.
Porsche or Ferrari?
Ferrari.
Wrap police, yes or no?
It's okay, it's good for a laugh.
Okay. Thank you. So this is it, guys. Thank you, Matthew, very much for having me today.
No worries, man.
And showing me around and sharing all this information, your story, your workshop history. Another thing, I really appreciate you for letting me work together with your team, work on this Holden. Yeah, what do you think about my quality?
I think as I said before, you'll always have a job in Brisbane, mate.
Easy, thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes, I wish you the best in the future.
Yeah, cool.
And I hope we will catch up soon, somewhere, maybe in SEMA.
For sure.
Okay.
Before we go, I'd just like to say, anybody out there that's watching these vlogs, if you're thinking about having these guys come and check your store out, it's worth having them in and giving you a hand. This bloke's a very good rapper, very highly skilled. He's wrapped most of this car extremely quickly today and gave my boys a run for their money. So get these guys on board and let them come check out your store.
Thank you very much.
Brad.
Okay,
Thanks for coming down, man.
We had an incredible day here at Gangsta Wraps in Brisbane. Check them on YouTube, check them on Instagram, and if it's something you would like to see in the future, subscribe our channel, leave a comment below, click a like button, and see you very, very soon.